Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven is a remake of an SNES classic, and in this RPG, you don't play a wandering hero. You play as the all-powerful, all-knowing Emperor of the Name. Seated upon your throne, you determine how your treasury is allocated and make decisions that will shape the future of your empire.
Yes, of course. Understood, Your Grace. I shall give the order immediately.
All is well under your just and benevolent rule. But across your watchful gaze, 7 legendary heroes, once saviors of the world, march against you with their fiend armies. They've breached your walls.
What is going on?
Murder your eldest son. And now demand your throne.
Once word of my deed has spread, Avalon and its castle will be mine for the taking.
This insult will not stand. Thus begins your reign and journey as the first of many emperors. Yes, you've heard correctly. Your war against the 7 heroes will take several generations to resolve, and only one victor will emerge. Time halts for no man. Age will force your abdication, and thus your chosen heir ascends the throne to carry on your will. Your chosen successor will inherit your experience, strength, wisdom, and your unfinished war against the adversaries who threaten the realm.
The time has come. I shall follow the lead of the many emperors who have sat this throne before me. I accept the mantle of Emperor for the future of Avalon.
But before you can strike at your enemies, you must first expand beyond your borders. Alliances must be made to extend your influence. If not through diplomacy, then their territories will be added through conquest. Naturally, for any great empire to be sustained, an army of diverse talents must be raised. Heavy infantry, crusaders, mercenaries, privateers, strategists, and ninjas are all integrated into the imperial war machine. The 7 heroes who dare challenge your empire will be crushed for their arrogance.
Fare thee well, Emperor.
Do your worst!
That about sums up the premise of Romancing Saga 2. It's not often an RPG has you role-playing as the ruling emperor, one who expands his territory through diplomacy and conquest rather than personal heroics. What's even more impressive is that this is a true remake, expanding well beyond its predecessor to deliver a distinct experience rather than a simple visual overhaul. To properly contextualize the remake's accomplishments, it's worth highlighting several quality-of-life additions that significantly improve how the game plays. Romancing Saga 2 delivers far more than voice-acted cutscenes and upgraded visuals. The game offers an array of difficulty options, alongside a New Game Plus mode, allowing for a second experience with additional options to help maintain the illusion of progress. For smoother gameplay overall, the user interface has been significantly improved. Navigating menus is fast and intuitive, with each screen clearly explaining exactly what you're looking at, leaving little room for confusion. Combat in particular benefits from modernized feedback. Enemy weaknesses are displayed when struck, allowing players to make quicker and more informed reads mid-battle. This is especially important since certain abilities scale when exploiting an enemy's weak points, making clear feedback essential for damage-focused characters. Buffs and debuffs are also fully displayed, complete with blinking animations that indicate when an effect is about to expire. Battle results provide equally strong feedback, showing how many tech points were earned and which weapon skills gained experience. This clarity allows for much smoother long-term planning. It's also important to note that weapon skills are shared across the entire game roster of characters, provided they meet the appropriate corresponding skill level, further reinforcing experimentation and flexibility. To help navigate this vast, open-world RPG, quest markers and trackers were a necessary addition. The player can freely traverse the open world, completing quests in any order they choose, without fear of losing direction or becoming hopelessly lost. North, south, east, or west, go wherever your heart desires, free as the wind. That is, until you're forcibly stopped by the generational time skip mechanic. Every so often, typically after certain quests are completed, a time skip occurs, forcing your current emperor to step aside and a new one to ascend the throne. Choosing your next emperor is critical for 3 reasons. First, your emperor inherits the skill levels corresponding to the character you've chosen, making class diversification essential. Second, selecting a character who has never ruled before unlocks new combat formations, which is especially valuable in an RPG where positioning matters. Third, certain quests can only be initiated by specific classes, or require your emperor to be either male or female.
I suppose I've got time for one drink.
The problem is that you, the player, can potentially be locked out of certain quests if enough time skips occur, or due to a few quests having fail states that can permanently lock you out of recruiting certain characters, or accessing quest-specific dungeons such as the Sunken Ship, which requires multiple time skips to occur. For example, the Mermaid quest is essential for unlocking the Nereid and Dancer class. To begin, you must first ascend a male emperor and follow the questline in Atlanticus. So far, pretty straightforward. But here's the problem. Paying the witch to craft the water-breathing potion requires ingredients that overlap with several other quests, 3 of which can trigger a time skip. If your male emperor dies or abdicates for any reason, the quest fails permanently. Additionally, if you begin the quest before defeating the Termite Queen and fail to trigger a time skip afterwards, you're locked out entirely. On a first playthrough, you need either luck or foreknowledge to complete this quest. But the core issue here is that completing a quest does not guarantee a time skip. For a time skip to occur, a hidden range of event points must be accumulated, something the game provides absolutely no feedback on. As a result, gaining any meaningful understanding of when a time skip might occur often requires consulting a spreadsheet. According to community charts, certain quests allocate a fixed number of event points, and once a threshold range is reached, a time skip occurs. On top of that, every 16 battles, won or otherwise, adds 1 event point. I've tested this and can confirm it. It's honestly convoluted, and largely decipherable only through guesswork. It's not a bad mechanic, but some form of feedback would have been greatly appreciated. Regardless, Romancing Saga 2: Revenge of the Seven stands as one of the best remakes I've ever played. I wouldn't let the possibility of missing certain quests deter myself or anyone else from recommending this game wholeheartedly. The experience of ruling as a king and waging a war that spans generations left me in awe, even after more than 100 hours of playtime. I strongly recommend everyone give this game a chance, or even pick it up as a birthday gift for friends and family. And while we're at it, I sincerely hope Romancing Saga 3 receives the same treatment someday. It's an excellent open-ended adventure featuring 8 playable characters and a similarly bold design philosophy. Ah well. All hail the Emperor! Want more reviews? Click here or subscribe. Come, join my party.